Epstein from a very cold Chicago. I think we're 7 degrees without a wind chill here, so it is freezing. I'm in my sweater. And it is Thursday, and this is the 6th of January, 2022, about 8:20 in the morning. I want to remind you that the live webinar is today. I will open up the webinar at 12:15 p.m. If you haven't gotten an invite, take your cursor, pull it up right here, click on up there. You'll see an icon, fill out the form, you'll get your user ID and password, in you go. It is free. Should have a lot of fun. It lasts 20 minutes. I begin at 12:30 p.m. Okay, so with that out of the way, yesterday's FOMC minutes were really a surprise. You know, normally the minutes don't create market reactions. They come out a couple of weeks after the FOMC meeting. The market's digested most of that. It's generally a non-event. This particular one surprised the market because of the balance sheet runoff that is being talked about. You know, we have an $8.8 trillion balance sheet. The market wants to see that run down. At least the Fed members are talking that. That's another one of their tools. If they do that, they really don't have to raise interest rates as much. Right now, there's like an 80% probability in the futures markets that there'll be a March increase in interest rates. That all changes week by week as economic data comes in, but that's where you're at right now. So the market, like a big tanker, if you've ever seen an oil tanker, they're blocks long. And to move it, an economy this size, you begin the process, and once you've begun it, well, it just goes and goes and goes. And that seems to be what this market in the first week of January has decided, that no, inflation is there, the Fed's got to deal with it. They keep talking that in the second part of the year it'll subside, but it's strong now. They're going to raise interest rates. Now they're going to run off the balance sheet, and that's where the market psychology is. That is the headwind for gold, dropping at $37, down $1.14 in the silver. Copper's down nearly 10, well, yeah, just about 10 cents if you take a look at what that's doing. So the metals, where so many people say that's the place to be this year, they're getting annihilated because of higher rates. If you've watched the NASDAQ, it's getting smashed as that comes down. As traders ply into the Dow, they want the safer old-time markets right now. You'll look at Netflix and other markets like that, they're getting hit. Then on the energy sector, they're saying, no, it's not quite how it is. How it really is the economies of the world are in better shape. That's why they can afford to raise interest rates in the United States. As the Omicron runs its course, there'll be more demand in the short term for oil. Then the question comes, do we develop a surplus down the road? Bonds and notes, this could be the fifth day coming up in a day or so under the lower Bollinger Band. It's like a rubber band. You pull it too much, watch out. When you look at what's going on in the grain markets, remember, you're playing South American crop weather right now. So the corn and the soybean market, every time it rains in Paraguay and Brazil, what happens is down you go. When they say it's going to be drier and they're not getting rain, up you're going to go. And wheat's just all over the board one way or the other off of that. By the way, in Bitcoin, you're down another $1,000 a coin. So you've gone from $70,000 just in October down to $42,755. That's a value asset? I don't know. So you put it all together and you see the dollar not really rallying that much. There's confusion, but it is January 6th. A lot of traders are just coming back in. You don't set a lot of policy right now. We'll see how this all plays out. You also know that President Biden and Vice President Harris are all over national TV right now as I'm talking, blaming President Trump for the insurrection, January 6th, okay? And you know, this is politics. It's basically the president doing the midterm right now, blaming the president for everything, and you know that that's how that works, and it lays the foundation. At the end of the day, Trump is still the power behind the Republican Party. Whether that lasts until the next presidential election, I don't know. Remember, they've kept him off of YouTube. They keep him off of Twitter and all the other things. You don't really hear that much from him. He never did succeed, and you got to say that, in setting up his own media platform to be in your face every day. So I hope to see you all come the update time for the webinar at 12:15 p.m. I'm going to repeat again. Just take your cursor, move up here, your invite's in there, click on it, fill out the forms, go with it. Write me any markets that you want me to cover, ideally before 12:15 so I can prepare the charts. I'm Ira. See you then.